Invaders in the Night, the haunting legacy of sleep paralysis, shadow people, and alien abductions. The terror of the night. Imagine this. It's the darkest part of the night, the room is still, but something feels off. You wake up suddenly, but you can't move. Your eyes are wide open, your mind alert, but your body refuses to obey. You sense a presence, a shadow lurking at the foot of the bed. Slowly it moves towards you. It feels ancient, malevolent, and as it presses down on your chest, you feel an overwhelming sense of doom. You try to scream, but no sound comes out. In that moment, it feels like something supernatural has invaded your space, taken control of your body, your breath, your very soul. This experience has haunted humanity for centuries. We call it sleep paralysis today, but in the past, people had a much more sinister explanation. They called it being hag-ridden, a nightmare assault by witches, spirits and demons, and yet the terror persists even in our modern world. We find other explanations for these invaders in the night, shadow people, alien abduction and more. Let's begin by exploring where this all started in the ancient beliefs of our ancestors. The ancient night hag, a creature of folklore. Long ago, before the age of science and reason, people believed that night was the realm of spirits and demons, when the veil between the worlds of the living and dead was at its thinnest. In medieval Europe, people spoke of the night hag, an ancient witch-like figure who would creep into homes under the cover of darkness. She would sit on a person's chest, crushing the breath out of them, stealing their life force. Some said the hag was a vengeful spirit, targeting those who had wronged her in life. Others believed she was a witch, casting curses upon those she visited. In Germany, there is an old legend that tells of a man who was repeatedly attacked by the hag. Each night, she would visit, sitting on his chest, leaving him gasping for breath and soaked in sweat. Desperate for protection, he hung an iron above his bed, believed to ward off evil, and placed a broomstick by the door to confuse the witch. The visit stopped, but the fear remained. But Europe was not alone. Around the world, different cultures had their own terrifying explanations for this experience. 2. Global hauntings, spirits, demons, and the Mara. In Japan, people called this experience... I'm gonna butcher this now, I'm sorry. Kanashabari. They believed it was caused by vengeful spirits, often the ghosts of wronged women, who would bind their victims in invisible chains, trapping them between sleep and wakefulness. In the eerie quiet of a Japanese temple at night, it is said that these restless spirits would torment the living, haunting their dreams and controlling their bodies. In West Africa, the Yoruba people spoke of Ogun, Ora, malevolent spirits sent by enemies through curses. These spirits would attack people in their sleep, causing paralysis, nightmares, and sometimes death. Shamans would be called to cleanse the victim's home, performing rituals to banish the spirits and protect the sleepers from further attacks. In Scandinavia, the Mara, a demon-like creature, was thought to be responsible for these nocturnal assaults. The Mara would slip into homes at night and sit on the chest of her victims, causing a sensation of being smothered. The term nightmare itself comes from this legend, a testament to how deeply these stories shaped our language and our understanding of terror. Across cultures, one theme remains constant: the night is dangerous, and sleep is when we are most vulnerable. 3. Invaders from the dark, shadow people, and alien abduction. Though science now explains sleep paralysis as a harmless neurological event, many continue to experience it as something profoundly supernatural. In modern times, these nightmare invaders have taken on new forms. Some call them shadow people. Others believe them to be extraterrestrials. Let's talk about the shadow people. Dark figures often seen during episodes of sleep paralysis. These figures, featureless and silent, are described as pure shadows. Sometimes wearing a cloak or hats. Always watching, always threatening. People have reported seeing these entities standing at the foot of their bed, lurking in doorways, or even moving towards them as they lay frozen in fear. Some claim the shadow people whisper, others say they scream. Then there's the eerie phenomena of alien abduction. Many people who experience sleep paralysis report visions of being abducted by extraterrestrials. Grey-skinned figures with large almond-shaped eyes. Victims speak of being taken aboard spaceships, paralysed, examined, and sometimes probed. These stories are strikingly similar to those told by people centuries ago, except that now the night hag has been replaced by alien invaders. It makes you wonder, are these beings simply figures of our fitful minds, or are they real, lurking just out of sight, slipping between dimensions to torment us in our most vulnerable moments? 4. The Christian answer: angels, demons, and deliverance. In the Christian tradition, the phenomena has long been associated with spiritual warfare. The Bible speaks of demons and evil spirits seeking to deceive and destroy, especially when we are most vulnerable. Many believe that these nocturnal attacks, whether by hags, spirits, or shadow people, are in fact demonic in nature. The idea of a spiritual battle between good and evil is a core belief in Christianity. In the New Testament, Ephesians 6:12 tells us that our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the powers of this dark world, and against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realms. During the Middle Ages, Christians believed those who were attacked in the night could be under demonic oppression, and they turned to prayer and holy symbols for protection. The cross became a symbol of defence, as did prayers invoking the name of Christ, which were believed to drive away the forces of darkness. Even today, many Christians believe that sleep paralysis and restless phenomena are spiritual in nature. They suggest that calling upon God's protection, invoking the name of Jesus, or using sacred objects like holy water can ward off these attacks. For them, these nightmare invaders are more hallucinations. For them, these nightmare invaders are not mere hallucinations. They are part of an ongoing battle between light and dark. 5. Conclusion: Invaders in the Night. Conclusion: Invaders in the Night. So, what are we to make of these invaders in the night? Whether we speak of night hags, shadow people, aliens, or demons, one thing remains constant: the terror is real. Throughout history, across every culture, people have tried to explain the unexplainable. The darkness brings with it a fear that even in the age of science we cannot fully shake. Perhaps there is more to these night visions than we care to admit. Perhaps they are figments of imaginations, symptoms of a fragile brain caught between dream and waking, or perhaps they are something more, something older, something that has always been with us, watching from the shadows, waiting to visit again. So tonight, when you close your eyes, be sure to sleep lightly, for the night is full of invaders, and you never know when one might visit you. Okay, so that's the video. Tell me what you think. Have you ever experienced sleep paralysis? And when it happened, what actually happened? You can tell me in the comment section if you'd like to. I've experienced it. I've talked about it in the past. I might make another video about it eventually, but I'm not going to go into it now. but I don't mind talking about it in the comment section if anybody wants to ask me about it. But other than that, I'll leave it there because it's just gone over 10 minutes. Yeah, if you got this far anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did and you think it deserves it, please leave a thumbs up, and if you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. But other than that, thanks for watching, and bye for now. Bye.